You're standing in the dressing room. The dress is beautiful, the color is right, the length is right, and on the hanger it looked like exactly what you've been looking for. But something is off. Maybe it's the way it sits at the midsection. Maybe it's a strange pull across the back. Maybe you can't even name it. You just know that the woman in that mirror doesn't look quite the way you pictured when you reached for the dress in the first place. So you put it back. And this happens, quietly, without drama, with dress after dress, season after season, until fitted stops feeling like an option at all, until you've accepted, without anyone telling you explicitly, that that category of clothing is just not for you anymore. I want to push back on that today. Hard. Because in almost every case, what's happening in that dressing room is not a body problem. It's a preparation problem, a fit problem, a foundation problem, and every single one of those has a fix. 7 of them, in fact, and you can start using most of them today. These 7 tricks are what professional stylists use on every client before she ever steps out in a fitted dress. They're not secrets exactly, but nobody packages them together and explains why each one works. So most women piece them together slowly over years, or never at all. There's one trick on this list, number 5. That takes about 30 seconds, and most women have genuinely never tried it. It's not a product, it's not a technique, it's a test, and it will change how you shop for fitted dresses permanently. Stay with me. Welcome back to Style After 60, where we get into the real mechanics of why something works, not just what to buy. If that's the kind of content that actually changes how you get dressed, hit subscribe. Let's go. The first trick is getting your foundation garment right. And I want to be specific here, because wear shapewear is the vaguest advice in the world, and it sent a lot of women down the wrong path. Here's the mechanism. A fitted dress removes all the forgiveness that everyday clothing builds in. Structured trousers, layered outfits, flowy tops. All of these hide minor lines, edges, and variations in how things sit on the body. A fitted dress does none of that. The fabric clings, which means every seam on what's underneath shows through. Every edge, every ridge, every visible line becomes part of the silhouette the dress is presenting to the room. So the details of the foundation garment matter completely, and the 2 details most women get wrong are color and construction. Color first. Your shapewear or seamless underwear should match your skin tone. Not the color of the dress, not nude in the abstract, your specific nude. As close to your actual skin color as possible. A shade that mirrors your complexion becomes virtually invisible under fabric, even under light-colored or slightly sheer dresses. A white undergarment under a cream dress shows through. A black undergarment under a navy dress shows through. Your skin tone, matched closely, disappears. Construction second. Any visible seam on what's underneath will telegraph through a fitted fabric. The solution is seamless or laser-cut construction. Bonded edges, no stitched ridges anywhere. One quality seamless piece will do more work than 3 cheap ones that bunch, roll, and create the very lines they're supposed to eliminate. Do it today. Look at what you're currently wearing under fitted dresses. Check the edges. If they have visible stitching, that's your answer. And it's a simple swap, not a complicated one. Trick 2 is your bra. And specifically, whether your current bra is actually doing what a bra is supposed to do under a fitted dress. Here's the mechanism, and it's purely structural. A bra's job under a fitted dress is not just to provide coverage. It's to position the bust at the right point of the torso, roughly midway between the shoulder and the elbow, when the bust sits lower than that, due to an ill-fitting bra or one that's simply aged past its job. The entire proportion of the body shifts. The torso reads as longer below the bust and shorter above it, which compresses the waistline visually and pushes the center of gravity downward. The dress didn't cause that. The bra did. A properly fitted, supportive bra lifts the bust back to that midpoint and restores the proportion the dress was designed around. It also smooths the back. A bra that's too loose or too tight creates horizontal lines and soft folds at the back panel that show through any fitted fabric across the upper body. The fix is a professional bra fitting, ideally in person. Most department stores offer this free. And the number of women who discover they've been wearing the wrong size for a decade is genuinely staggering. But if you can't do that immediately, the quick test is this. Put on your current bra and look at the back band in a mirror. It should sit straight across, parallel to the floor. If it rides up toward your shoulder blades, the band is too loose and the bra is not doing its structural job. Do it today. The back band test, flat and straight. You're fine. Riding up. That's your issue, and it explains a lot of fitted dresses that didn't sit right. Trick 3 is the one alteration that costs almost nothing and changes everything. Taking in a single seam. Most women think of tailoring as something reserved for expensive garments or serious adjustments, but the most common fit problem in a fitted dress, the one that makes it pull at the waist, gap at the back, or hang unevenly, is usually a side seam issue. One or both side seams are sitting slightly off from where your actual body's widest points are, and the dress is compensating by pulling in the wrong direction. A skilled tailor can take in or let out a side seam in about 20 minutes. It costs very little, and the result is a dress that looks like it was made for your specific body rather than the size average your body happens to fall near. The detail most women miss. Fitted dresses almost never fit perfectly off the rack because they're designed around a body proportions average that very few real bodies match exactly. A dress may fit your hips perfectly and pull at the waist, or fit your waist and gap at the back. That's not a body problem. It's a pattern problem, and a single seam adjustment resolves it permanently. Do it today. Put on a fitted dress that almost works but doesn't quite. Look at where the fabric pulls or gaps. If it's pulling horizontally at any single point, that's where the seam needs attention. Take a photo and bring it to a tailor. Trick 4 is color placement, using the color or darkness of the dress itself as a body trick, not just an aesthetic choice. Here's the mechanism. Darker colors absorb light. Lighter colors and brighter colors reflect it. The eye is drawn toward reflected light and away from absorbed light, which means the parts of the body in a lighter color read as more prominent, and the parts in a darker color recede slightly. In a fitted dress, this means darker fabric toward any area you want to minimize, and lighter or brighter toward the areas you want to emphasize, for most women over 60. This translates practically to choose dresses that are darker through the midsection, either in a solid dark color or in a pattern that places darker tones at the center, and save the brighter tones for the upper body, near the face. The bonus of this trick, a bright color near the face reflects light upward onto your complexion, which functions like a subtle photographer's fill light. You look brighter, more awake, more vital, before you've done a single thing to your skin or makeup. This is why a dress that's one solid dark color head to toe can feel flattening instead of flattering. It minimizes everything, including the face, and it's why a two-tone dress, or a pattern dress with deliberate color placement, often works better on a mature body than a simple black bodycon. Do it today. Look at the fitted dresses already in your closet. Where is the lightest color or pattern sitting on your body? Where is the darkest? If the light color is at the midsection, that's working against you. If it's at the shoulder and neckline, it's working for you. And here it is, the one I told you about. Before you leave the house in any fitted dress, sit down in it. That's the whole trick. Just sit. Here's why this matters more than almost anything else on this list. A fitted dress that looks perfect standing up behaves completely differently the moment you sit. The fabric shifts. The hemline rises. Shapewear edges that were invisible standing up become visible at the crease of the hip. A bra band that was sitting flat suddenly creates a roll under the fabric at the back. If you discover any of these things while you're still at home, you have options. You can adjust, you can change the undergarment, you can decide the dress is better for occasions where you'll spend most of the time standing. If you discover them in a restaurant, or at a wedding, or in a meeting, You have no options except to be uncomfortable for the rest of the event and vow never to wear the dress again. The sit-down test is the single most underused pre-exit check in women's dressing. Professional stylists do it with every client before every event. It takes 30 seconds. It prevents hours of self-consciousness. Do it today. For every fitted dress in your closet, put it on, sit in front of a mirror, and look at what changes. You'll immediately know which dresses are genuinely wearable and which ones need an undergarment adjustment before they earn a place in your rotation. Trick 6. Use an open layer as a transition tool, not a cover-up. I want to make a clear distinction here, because there's a version of this advice that's actually worked against women for years. Throw a cardigan over it, as if the fitted dress was a problem requiring concealment. That's not what this is. An open layer, a long-line blazer, a structured kimono, a linen duster, worn over a fitted dress and left open, does something specific and deliberate. It creates a vertical line running the full length of the body, from shoulder to hem. That vertical line is one of the most lengthening, slimming optical tricks in fashion, because the eye follows it from top to bottom without interruption, which makes the body read as taller and leaner than it actually is. The fitted dress is not being hidden. It's being framed. The open layer creates the vertical architecture. The fitted dress fills it. The combination reads as more intentional and more polished than either piece alone. The key detail: the layer must be open. The moment you button or belt it, the vertical line disappears and it becomes a different silhouette entirely. Do it today. Take a fitted dress you own and try it with the longest, most open jacket or duster in your closet, completely unbuttoned. Look specifically at the line that runs from your shoulder to the floor. That's the trick working. The last one, and this is the one nobody puts on lists like this because it sounds too simple to be real. Trick 7 is posture. Before you dismiss that, here's the actual mechanism, not the motivational poster version. A fitted dress is designed around a specific standing geometry. The dress pattern assumes a certain shoulder position, a certain chest height, a certain alignment of the torso when posture shifts forward, as it naturally tends to do with time and desk work and the habits of decades. The dress pattern is now sitting on a different geometry than the one it was designed for. The shoulder seams slide forward, the back hem drops lower than the front, the fabric across the chest pulls slightly, the waist of the dress sits slightly below the actual waist of the body. None of that is the dress's fault. None of it is the body's fault. It's geometry. The fix is not stand up straight as a command. That's too vague to do anything. The specific technique is this. Roll your shoulders up toward your ears, then back, then let them drop. That single movement opens the chest, lifts the collarbone, aligns the shoulder seams where they belong on the shoulder point, and restores the geometry the dress was designed around. Do it in front of a mirror, wearing the dress, and watch what changes. The back hem rises, the chest opens, the shoulder seams settle. The whole dress sits differently. Do it today. Put on a fitted dress, stand naturally, and then do the shoulder roll. Look at the dress in the mirror before and after. That's the difference between a dress that looks like it fits and one that looks like it was made for you. Here's the common thread. Every single trick on this list is doing the same thing from a different angle, making the dress sit on your body the way it was designed to sit. Not changing your body, not hiding it, making the dress work correctly for the body wearing it. The reason fitted dresses feel intimidating after 60 is not age. It's that nobody explains these 7 mechanics. So every bad dressing room experience feels like evidence that the category isn't available to you anymore. It's not evidence. It's a preparation gap, and now you don't have it. 7 tricks. Most of them free, all of them available to you before your next time putting on a fitted dress. You don't need a different body to wear fitted dresses beautifully at 60 plus. You need the right foundation, the right fit, the right color placement, and 30 seconds to sit down before you leave the house. That's it. That's the whole list. If this changed how you think about what's been sitting in your closet, give it a like. And subscribe to Style After 60 for more of this every week. And tell me in the comments, which of these 7 are you trying first? And is there a specific fitted dress in your closet right now that you've been avoiding? Because I'd love to know, and I read every single comment.